All right, guys, welcome to tonight. We're so excited to just share with you guys all about conference and how exciting it's going to be and the importance of just showing up to events. Myself, Amber, and Fayre are going to share with you. We're all presidential diamonds. We've been in the business. Well, I've been in the business 6 years now. And, we're just going to share the excitement of events. And if you've never been to a conference before, or you've never been to an event, we're just going to share our stories and just basically why this event particularly can change your entire business. Now, I said earlier to a couple girls on my team and even a post I just did how, things are always happening around us, but when you change what's going on within you and you just show up, your business, your life, everything changes. So, I was going to start first, and I just want to share that literally, you guys, I'll never forget when I started this business 6 years ago. I had just started. I couldn't really afford to go to conference, and, it was in Florida like they are. And you know what? I remember talking to my dad and, a couple friends and, my mom and a couple people. And then I had some skeptical people, of course, too. And I remember thinking I really can't afford to go, but I can't afford not to go. I need to make this happen. You guys, we were not in a good place. I was so broke. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I knew how events and conference change lives. So I got on a plane. You guys, I found people in a Facebook group, It Works Girls, that I didn't know. I roomed in a hotel with people. I literally bought one shirt and I sat at the back of the conference. And I have goosebumps right now thinking about it because it was exactly 6 years ago. And I knew this was going to change my life. And I knew how many people's lives I could change. And I looked at all the people up there and I thought, you know what, I'm going to be up on stage one day as a top earner. I'm going to help so many people. And this is going to change everything. But I really made a decision. I made a decision that this was going to happen. And I came home, you guys, at the time, I literally had a couple customers and I didn't know anyone. The girl who signed me up, you guys, never worked the business. I just went and I just decided that this was going to happen. So I came home and literally 2.5 months later, I promoted to Diamond. I got an incredible bonus and literally, you guys, I just kept going. Now, the next year, I couldn't go in person, but I watched conference by myself at home. I promoted that month. Got another incredible bonus. A couple months later, promoted to triple diamond. A couple months later, went presidential diamond. And you guys, I started earning an income that literally was, something that took me a year to work 2 other jobs. Now, I'm sharing this with you because honestly, events, when you're ready and you have that belief, it will change everything for you. And I'll tell you, a lot of you guys know this. I am very red, yellow. And the one thing that I am is I'm very consistent, you guys. So I lost my dad 2 years ago, found out my mom had cancer. I was pregnant. You guys, people quit in your business. They quit. But you have to keep going. And what I've learned so much from conference and events and staying close to the fire, whether you get on Zooms here and there once a week, when you're committed and you show up, you can make, whether it's diamond, double, triple, presidential, ambassador, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I was going to write notes, but I'm just not a note person, you guys. For the past four years, I have remained a top income earner, and I have found ways to just pivot. I'm also someone that struggles with mental health, depression, anxiety, and the past 2 years, I will honestly tell you guys, we've all had stuff happen. Oh my gosh, right? We've all had stuff happen this year, but it has also been an incredible year for growth. And if you're at a place in your life where you're just you know what? I'm sick and tired of watching other people rise up in their business and their lives, and I'm ready to do it, So you're all here tonight for a reason. You're all here because you want to go to conference. And the cool thing about conference this year, you guys, and we were just talking about it, is that the fact that it is virtual is that it's so special because what they're announcing also is insane. I know a couple of details, kind of what I heard, and new products and, not things that they've never done before. But, coming from Canada or wherever you guys are, it is so affordable, and then, you know, you just get to make a decision, whether you have a team full of people, maybe you're the only one, didn't matter. I went to conference and I had 3 customers at the time. And I sat at the back, like I said, saying that this would change my life. And you guys, really, honestly, I look back on the past couple, on like my years in the business, and I really had no idea what I was doing until I went triple diamond, meaning all the behind the scenes stuff. All I knew is that I was excited, I was consistent, and I had the belief and vision that this could happen. So Denise, you guys, is my upline. Like, she's Black Diamond, like, I don't know, like 13 above me. And then there's a bunch of people in between who maybe are still around or quit or whatever, right? But it all started with me just deciding that this was going to happen. You know, you don't need to know everything, whatever color, personality you are. The coolest thing is that you get to decide every single day what you want with this business. You know, I've never been so excited about the future, but I'll be really honest with you. In December and like a week ago, I felt like I was in a funk. I don't know, you guys, like, if you're an empath, everybody comes with me, you know, when people tell you all their problems and everything, right? But I've also learned that it's my decision if I want to stay there or do something about it. So I have started changing some habits in my life because I know that those habits will make me better. I'll attract better. I'll have more energy. I'll be a better mom, wife, leader, friend, all those things. Because you guys, has anyone ever felt stuck? Oh my gosh, yes. All the top leaders that you watch, all the dones, every single person, you guys, that you see successful. I think so many people think they just ran to the top, but they just showed up in their life. And so whatever, if you've had a pity party, like I've had pity parties in the past, or you've had life happen, oh my gosh, you guys, when I lost my dad, I still went to conference 3 weeks later, and I was pregnant, and I found out my mom had cancer too. But I made a decision that I needed to be there. That conference needed me, and I needed conference. And so I could have just thrown in the towel and given up, because I really didn't want to get on a plane and go and be around people. I love being around people, but I'm also an introvert too, and I get like anxiety and like get stressed out, or I can be the total opposite, right? I'm like up or down, whatever. But I made a decision that I have never missed an event. And so you get to decide right now, maybe you've never promoted, maybe you're a presidential, maybe you're a diamond, or maybe you've kind of been off, but this conference is going to be so special. And I'm just so excited how it's going to change so many of our lives. So that's a little bit about my story. And then we're going to kind of go back at the end. I know Amber is going to go next and just share a little bit with you. And I'm so excited for, let me just unmute you there. There you go. Oh, sorry. Why is it not unmuting you?
Here we go.
Here we go. Yay.
Hey, you guys. My name is Amber Erixon. I am a presidential diamond. I've been with It Works since 2012. So I just celebrated my 8th year anniversary, and I did not go to conference my first year back in the day. Conference was the very like first or second week in January. So I was like brand spanking new, and my enroller was like, "Do you want to go to Florida?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't even have money to go to Taco Bell right now. Like, I'm not going to Florida, right?" So like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I can't do that. And so we got updates from home, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, right? And so that year I promoted to diamond and double diamond without conference, just, you know, without me going to conference, but I still did it. So, you know, back before everything was virtual, I would have said to you, if you're not going to Florida, that's okay. You can still do the things. But now this year, literally everyone has the opportunity to get all the information, all the tidbits right from the comfort of your own home. You know, everyone is in a different world, right? There's those memes around on Facebook and Instagram, like, hey, we're on the same ocean, but we're in different boats, right? Like Tannis is in Canada and they're completely locked down. I'm in Arizona and we're kind of like half and half. And everyone has their own situations on how they are treating their own lockdown and their own environment, right? And so maybe this year, if it wasn't Florida, if we were flying to Florida, it wouldn't be feasible for everyone. So now it's feasible for everyone. Okay, so I went to conference. My first year, I was in for a full year as a double diamond, and then that was in February, or that was in January. By January 31st, I had promoted to triple diamond. I was the first triple diamond of that year, and I got a call with Pam, and they're like, "You're the first triple diamond like in It Works year," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so exciting!" And so then that next year we went again, and our entire team promoted, and I went presidential. And so there was just something so special about our company. Obviously we know that, right? Like we for sure know that there is something just so special. And we all get on these Zooms, we all get on our Sunday night calls, and we're like, wow, we just love our company. But conference is truly the event where they just open the doors. They just let us know of new products, new ways that they're going to compensate us for our time, for our energy, for our enthusiasm, and for our work. And you don't want to miss that, okay? So there has been some times in my business where I don't make the Sunday night call, okay? Like I fall asleep, or we're not feeling well, or whatever. And so on Monday morning, I'm like, oh, what did I miss? What did I miss? I'm texting all my friends, what did I miss? And I feel kind of behind. I'm like a little anxious, like, okay, pick 2, pick 3. What's the price? What's the BV? Oh, there's a BOGO. Oh, we got codes. What's going on? And I'm the CEO of my own business, right? Like I need to take ownership of my business and show up for that meeting. If I'm missing the Sunday night call, I'm missing those announcements, and I'm not being the best CEO of my own business that I can be. And so truly this weekend for conference, you are your own CEO, right? This is a business meeting, and we need to treat it as such, okay? If you owned Adidas or Nike or whatever company, because basically you do own a company, right? If you owned a big company and there was a yearly annual conference that went over the plan of the entire year, all of the promotions that you're going to lay out, and we're going to talk about new strategies, we're going to talk about new tools, we're going to give you guidance on how to weave in and out of this crazy thing we're calling life, you would not miss it. You would never miss it. You wouldn't. You would not miss it. So this year, we have, just like Tannis said, we have all the barriers are down. There's no traveling. There's no hotels. There's no extra expenses in food and drinks and all the things. And oh my God, there's a white party. What can I wear? Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out. All of that is lifted. All of that is lifted. So take ownership of your business. You are the CEO. You are Joanna Enterprises. You are Catherine International. You are CEO Sarah Rush. Like you are in control, and you would never want to miss this meeting. Okay. Thinking of it as a meeting. If you have a son, daughter, dog, fish, I don't know, something that is very important to you, and they needed to go to the doctor. You call the doctor and you're like, hey, I need to make an appointment. This is super important. I need this for my family, right? For my family member. So they make you an appointment. They're like, okay, so we need to see you actually 2 times. We need to see you on Friday from 3 to 7. We need to do some tests. And then we also need to see you on Saturday from, I don't even know the times on Saturday. You would say, heck yes, I will be there because it's important. So what I want you to do tonight is I want you to know that you are in charge of yourself. I'm not in charge of you. Tannis isn't in charge of you. Fayre's not in charge of you. We are your team. We are your friends. And we know, because we've lived this, that this is not an event that you want to miss. And just because it's virtual doesn't mean it's not going to be epic. Doesn't mean they're not going to release new products. You guys, they already have bonuses on the table, but they're not done. They're not even done yet. There's still stuff coming. So you would never miss that. And so, I've been waking up early this year. I mean, it's only like the 20th or something, and going to the gym and working out in the gym, because I'm like, you know what? I feel before I was going to the gym at 8:30. after I dropped off the kids, and then I would go to the gym, which it was like perfect, right? But then by the time I took a shower and then like did a little bit of like, I did my story on Instagram, and then I did, you know, a little bit of things, it was already lunchtime. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta pick up the kids in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, I'm behind. I gotta do my KPIs. I'm like frantic all over the place. So this year I made the decision to wake up a little bit earlier. And so I was ahead of my day. I wasn't behind. I wasn't feeling that franticness. Just like if you missed that Sunday night call, you were like frantic. What did I miss? What did I miss? Don't be that person this conference that you're on the team page. Hey, I missed it. Like, no, don't do that. You and your family are worth this. You and your family are worth this time to see this meeting. This is an important meeting. So get out your calendar, mark your calendar that you are busy. You can go to the park, you can be in your office, watch it with your kids, make it a family affair, because you know the success is a choice. And successful CEOs don't miss their annual meeting of, you know, where we're going to take your company. Obviously, we're taking It Works as a whole. We're taking the whole ship, but you are your own company and you are in control of that.
I love that. Thank you so much, Amber. And it's so true. Like, you know, I think we've all been there where, you know, we complain about some things or people or that person's not doing enough or that, but I'm like, what can I do to make myself better? And, you know, and it's showing up, right? Like when I miss a Sunday night call, like I'm just like, I get stressed out. Yeah. I'm like, you know, I need to know what's going on. So my team knows. And so you need to be your runner first, right? And I always say that, like, I can't attract people to my team if I'm not taking care of my energy and learning and doing all those things, right? And we don't have to be perfect. Amber, what color are you?
I am a shiny yellow.
Are you? Aww.
As freaking bright as the sun, almost to a fault. Just yellow.
But you have some red in you. I see it.
I mean, I've learned it along the way. I try to surround myself with red because I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I just, if anyone needs a hug or like glitter, I'm like Princess Poppy. Like, I will just like throw glitter on everyone. But, you know, this company and this opportunity, I just, you know, it's just so important, you guys, you know, and just like treat it like a doctor's appointment. Just mark out your calendar and, you know, just get there and make it a family event. And if you have people local to you and you're comfortable with that, like get together with people. If you're not comfortable, great. Like all of the barriers are out. And, you know, I've been with this company for 8 years. So this is my 6th or 7th conference. Some years we didn't stream it and it was like locked. Like, oh, if you're in Florida, you got the info. If you're not, you know, and people had babies, people were getting married. Like, I'm missing conference. Yep. So this year, you know, sometimes I think that we're like, oh man, it's streaming. That stinks. It's not going to be that great. Like this 2020 sucks. You know, now they're taking 2020 took conference too. Like, no, this is the biggest blessing. We can open the doors to our newbies, to our oldies, to everyone. So this is going to be just so epic.
I love that. And it's always so great when it's January, February, of course, the beginning of the year, because it just gets you fired up. You know what I mean? Like you guys, like I said, I think we all kind of felt like, oh, right. you know, but regardless of how your year went or where you were, like, you can, you know, jump back up anytime. That's what I love so much about this business. Every single day you get to decide, you know, so thank you so much. All right, Fayre, I'm just gonna, you unmute yourself. Oh, you unmute yourself. Yay, there you go. Go ahead, my dear.
Awesome. Hi, guys. My name is Fayre Montecalvo. I am a presidential diamond, and I live where conference normally takes place. I live in Tampa, Florida. So Amber is my upline, and she is the yellowest yellow of yellow, and I am nothing like Amber. I love her to pieces, but we have totally opposite. If you know the color wheel, I am a blue through and through. So I was the person when I heard conference was canceled and it was virtual, I was like depressed, like can't get out of bed. They just took away my biggest party of the year. Are you freaking kidding me? Like I love to be around people. If there's a party, I'm not missing it. I have FOMO of everything. Like that's me. But the big but, like Amber just said, the thing is that this will be my 8th conference. And, you know, in years past, I have stressed to my teammates so much about getting there, but I'm not naive. You know, it's expensive, the travel, the food, the parties, the plane ticket, all the things. And so, of course, every year there's lots of people who can't come. And me being how I am, I'm like, oh, but you have to get here. And they're like, no, I actually physically, financially can't do it, you know. That's gone. That's all gone. So when I was like moping around at first, I had to really like change my mindset and be like, oh my gosh, this is actually the best circumstance possible because every single person on every single team company wide is now coming to conference. Like this is what we've always wanted, is for no one to be excluded. And now no one is excluded. So I'm actually like, it took me getting in my own mind and being like, wait a second here. Yes, I'm a partier, but like, this is seriously the best conference yet because of that fact. Every single one of my teammates can attend. Every single one of your teammates can attend. It is seriously just like, and I'm still going to a party. So, so there's that. You know, like Amber said, if you're an introvert and you don't want to be around people, you can sit in your pajamas all day at home and watch conference. If you're an extrovert like me and you need to be around people, call some of your teammates, get some of your teammates over. I'm driving 6 hours and 33 minutes to go watch conference with my people. So no excuses. Like I'm going way up the state for me. So, I got way off track because I was just laughing so hard when Amber was saying she's the shiniest yellow. And I was like, yes, I got to tell them I'm not. But let me tell you a little bit about my story. So I joined in July of 2013. And, you know, conference was coming up that January, February. They usually start talking about it in October, getting y'all pumped up, you know, telling you prices so you can start saving and things like that. Pre-launch tickets where you can pay, you know, payments or whatever, all that stuff. So I joined in July, and just a few months after I joined the end of July like 15th. So a few months after I joined, they started talking about this corporate conference. Well, my blue brain was like, what's happening? What are you guys doing? Where's everybody going? And they were telling me there's this huge party, thousands of people. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm in. Like, I seriously, that's just how I work. So then, you know, the conference tickets got announced in like October, and it was like $279. And I was like, wah, wah, like, never mind, I'm out. Because I wasn't, but I was an executive at the time. And so I wasn't, you know, rolling in the dough by any means. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. But somebody said to me, this was, you know, as a brand newish distributor, a few months in, executive rank, someone said to me, you can't afford to not be there. Yeah. And I was like, that like stuck with me. You guys, I've been saying this same phrase for 8 years because that's how much it stuck with me. I was like, I can't afford to not be there. What's going to happen? Like, I obviously understood it was super important and super life-changing. So I did the thing where I was irresponsible and I spent my rent or whatever. I came up with the money one way or another. I don't remember exactly, but I know that it was a big stretch. I know that he was my boyfriend at the time. He's now my husband, but he was like, whoa, you're spending how much to go where? Luckily, I didn't have to do the hotel and all that because I live here locally, but it was still, you know, the ticket itself was expensive. We did some dinners, things like that. So, but here's what happened, you guys. I went there in that year. I know for sure it was in January, and I went there as an executive still. Mind you, I joined in July. So, you know, you're talking, I've been in for 5 months-ish or whatever now, and I'm still an executive. And when I say executive, I had exactly 2 people on my team. I had my friend Sarah and my husband, so my then boyfriend. So I was the second person, 2 people. Sarah came with me. I convinced Sarah, brand new distributor. I was like, we're going to this big party. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to make a bunch of money and we're going to a party. And luckily she's a blue too. And she was like, I'm in. So her and I go. I have 2 whole people, one of them being me, my boyfriend, on my team. And you guys, we left conference that year. They announced the $10,000 Diamond Good bonus. If you've been around a while, you've heard of the good bonuses. And 3 months later, I went diamond, which at the time, a diamond rank was 25 people on your team. So I went from 2 people on my team to 25 people on my team in a 3-month stretch, 10K bonus, all that to say, literally conference changed my life. Like actually, fully, physically, financially, all of it. Spiritually, like it was insane. I was so blown away because, you know, I just went for the party. I was like, what about this black, green, and bling party? And it turns out it was so much more than a party. I would pay like $5 gajillion. Like I would get there no matter what after that year. Like every year past that, I was like, last year I was super pregnant. Guess what? I was still not missing it, and not for the party so much that time. Cause let me tell you, mama was tired, but, I was like, I can't miss it. There is so much to it. And I know sometimes it sounds cliche because people are like, what can I possibly hear that I haven't already heard before? It's something about, you know, the inspiration, the things that are announced, everything. It just lights a fire in you, like a feeling you've never felt before. It's like self-development on steroids. It's just like so intense and so awesome that you leave there and you're like, I have to tell every single person that I've ever met about It Works. You just come out of there ready to rock, ready to like work your butt off like never before. And it's such a good, like, it sets the tone for the year. I love, Tannis just said, you know, they do it in January, February. I love that they do it early in the year because it kind of sets the tone, and it's like, okay, this is the year that I'm genuinely going to change my life. And if you plug in this weekend and, like Amber said, make yourself the CEO of your business and seriously sit down, watch the entire thing this weekend, take it seriously, implement what you're taught, do all the things, 2021 is going to be the year that your life changed. Like, mark my words, this will change your life, genuinely. So I'm so pumped. I'm so excited that all of us are going to be there. Like, can we do an after conference Zoom so we can have like an after party? Like an after party? Yes, because it's going to be so fun and we all get to partake. Nobody's going to feel excluded. Nobody's getting left out. If you have any teammates who are still like, oh, I can't do it, whatever. No, we're not doing that. We're all doing it. No excuses. Get there this weekend.
And I love that you said that, because honestly, the one takeaway, like, we are so different, all of us, right? I mean, I'm a red, yellow. I'm kind of trying to get a little green and organized, but I'm not. I'm just really not. And like, then there's girls on my team who are super green or super red or super yellow, right? So the cool thing is literally, like you said, when I showed up at my first conference and I saw people on stage, all walks of life. Heck, you guys, Mira Denning, it went to Harvard, you know, she's a single mom, you know what I mean? And like, now she's a top income earner, right? So there's so many different walks of life. That's what I love so much about this. You don't need to be Amber, Fayre, me, or anyone. You need to be you and your best, right? And just doing your best, not about perfect, just about showing up, right? And so I love, and I forget the statistic, one of my girls shared on her team pages, and then I shared on my page, but when you have decided and you are in and you show up at conference, I forget the percentage of what the pay increase can be on your check, but people who show up to conference are like, isn't it like 60% or something to hire their checks and everything, right? I forget the exact amount. Not a green. I should go read that first before I say that. But, you know, it's crazy, you guys, you know, so whether you join because you were sick of being broke, like me, like Amber and Fayre shared their stories, like, most people join because they need to make an income. And I'm telling you, like, I don't like to talk about stuff going on in the world, but you guys, times are changing. And I'm so grateful that 6 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, all of us found this. And so whether you've been in for a couple months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, I've seen girls on my team who maybe have been in for a while and then boom, something just happened like in their heart and they just decided to make it happen. So your journey is your journey. I just want to share this quick story quickly. There was a girl, you guys, people might promote to diamond really quickly. Or I knew a girl, you guys, who it took her, like 4 years to go diamond, but then in 5 or 6 years, she was a millionaire. So don't compare your journey to anyone else's but yours, but just be really real with yourself, because you know, if you treat this like, you know, like the girl said, like you're the CEO of your business and you show up, you don't need Tannis or, you know, Amber or Fayre or anyone to message you to put up a post or to show up, right? No one ever told me how bad I needed this. You know, no one knows how bad you want this and need this more than you. I was just sick of being broke and I didn't want to go back to my job. And so everyone has a reason why they joined. And Denise shared on one of the team pages today, that whenever you feel like giving up or quitting, just remember what you're giving up, right? And none of you are quitters or giving up, right? We've all felt that, right? When we've had a bad day or anything like that. But successful people just keep going. And if you're, like the girl said, if you are implementing what you're learning, just don't sit around and not do anything and then wonder why nothing's happening, right? You know, and it's important to, like, you know, feed your mindset. Like I've been doing tons of personal development because I needed it. Because like I said, whenever we felt in a funk, like what can you do to change it, right? What can you do to attract more people? Don't try and force people to show up. Find people who want to run with you, you know? So I just want to thank you guys all for showing up tonight. I'm so excited for conference, and it's so true, you guys. No one's alone. Anyone you want to watch with, we're doing like a watch party with our team. Just because we can't go anywhere or see anyone. But you guys, I'm wearing pajamas on the bottom now. You don't know that. But the cool thing is that whether anyone on the team, and anyone, even on the Sunday night call, someone said that she had no one to watch with. I messaged her and said, join our team. You can watch with us, you know? So anyone can watch, you know, with us, or, you know, whether you have to watch later on or whatever it is. But, you know, if you need to take off the day of work, do it, you know? Make sure you plug in, because it will change your business, you know, when you've decided. So thank you so much, Amber and Fayre, for tuning in with us. And, you know, I'm so excited, you guys, what they have announced. I've talked to people who went to the premiere and everything, things that they've never done before, like products, business-wise, bonuses, everything. So be excited. Like, it's going to be life-changing. So thank you guys so much. Does anyone have any last minute things they want to say? Amber, Fayre, anything?
I was kind of cutting in and out. I'm like, I hate it when you're like on Zoom. It's like your internet connection's on Zoom. I'm like, gosh. So I'm not sure if you just literally said this like 2 seconds ago, but we all have promo codes. So if you're like, all right, I'm in. I want to watch it. Like, we all have promo codes for you to watch it for only like $25 to $26, depending on where you are. Obviously, it's a little different in Canada, but there is literally no excuses. You would pay that much money at a movie theater. So, and also when you are watching, I don't want this to be like a kind of like how you watch like a rerun of Friends or a rerun of The Office, where, you know, your computer's here and then you're doing dishes over here and you're folding laundry and you're talking to the kids and you're doing this. Like, take this seriously. This event, like your heart, your soul, open ears, take notes and just take it all in. All right. Like, you're going to get out of it like what you put in. But if you're just watching it like this and you're just scrolling and you know your posture's crappy and you're just like whatever, like, come on.
Yeah,
we can do this. We can do better. And again, you are the CEO, so treat yourself, you know, like the CEO. So that's it. Sorry if you just literally repeated.
No, I love that. And I forget if was it Shay or forget who it was, where they started 1 year at executive and then a year later they were presidential. So maybe you guys have never promoted before, but my first conference and every single conference I went to, you know, things aren't always up. You're going to have life or whatever happen in your business or whatever, but just decide that you are going to make this happen. And maybe every single one of you will be, you know, triple diamond and up next year. That's my prayer for all of you guys, if that's your goal, right? So I'm just, you know, the thing with this business is you either do it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in and out, it's not going to work for you. Like, you know, if your one foot's in the boat, just jump. Like, you got to go for it, you guys. That's the difference. The only difference between, you know, and we all have those bad days. Oh my gosh, right? Life's crazy, right? But when you're committed, I believe in the law of attraction. What you put out comes back to you. You know, maybe it's quick for some of us, or maybe some of us had stuff or 5 jobs and 20 kids, whatever, right? Or life's happening. But the cool thing is we are no different than you. We just committed and we're disciplined, and I don't give up. Like, I took 2 days off, I think, when my dad passed away, and I realized everybody's different when they have a loss. I totally get that. And I feel like I've been more affected by it this year. I don't know, right? But I still show up for my business because it changed our lives, right? So if you're in and out, and you're not consistent, just decide now that you are going to become that person and just go for it, right? Fayre, do you have any last minute thing you want to say?
Amber, did you just mention the 75% off code?
Yes.
Okay, my internet's acting real crazy too, and it's like, so yeah, there's no reason with the 75% off codes we have why everyone's not coming. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear what happens to you after conference too. Yeah. So thank you guys so much.
Changes you. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night, and I'll have this all recorded for everyone. Bye guys. Thank you.